This is the video on Create the Gray Code Offsets list. On the left is the routine that creates the Gray Code Offsets list. On the right here in the first box is a listing of the offsets list up to offset 40 and a little beyond. The first one it puts in is this 20. The 20 is the offset for bit 1 being brought into the solution. The next one, 40, is bit 2 being brought into the solution. The next says that bit 1 is being taken out of the solution. Then it says bit 3 is being put in the solution. Then it says bit 1 is being put into the solution. Then it says bit 2 is being taken out of the solution. Then it says bit 1 is taken out of the solution. Then it says bit 4 is being put in the solution. What you're seeing is that the first bit is put in, taken out, put in, taken out. That follows all the way through. It always is put into the solution, then taken out. And you also here see 40 into the solution, 40 out of the solution, 40 into the solution, 40 out of the solution. This is the gray code sequence. However, everything has been multiplied by 20 because we need 20 spaces between the offsets because there may be up to 20 requirements for each one of the bits. Now we're going to go over to the program itself. Here it sets trials to 1024, then it multiplies it by 256. Well, you know 1024 is 2 to the 10th. Here's 2 to the 8th. When you multiply together, you get 2 to the 18th, and we have 18 bits. So that makes all the trials, and that's how many values are in this offsets list. Next, it sets S to 1, H to 2, M to 4. Then it says set the add offset to 20. Remember, that was the first one. Set the offset to 1020. Well, we saw the 20s and the 1020s. Then we say, it says anyway, for J of 1, and down here next J40. Well, J's never going to get anywhere near 40 because of this condition here that says if S is greater than or equal to trials, it's over and goes to AE. So we can ignore that 40. It's just so it's high enough. The next line says for I of S. S is the starting value, and here we see it starts at 1. And down below here we see that S is doubled every time it goes around. H is similar. H is set to 2, and H is doubled every time it goes around. And we see M is 4, and down here we see M is doubled each time it goes around. Alright, so we did J for 1. Now we'll do for I starting at S, the starting value. And it goes until the value of I is greater than trials. M is added to it each time. Well, trials is the maximum this list of offsets can be. So it can never have a value of I greater than trials. Also, here we set offsets of I to the add offset. Well, we know at first that's 20. Then it sets K to I, adds H to it. That's the halfway value. And at that position, if that K is greater than trials, remember we can't put anything at an offset higher than the value of trials. If it's greater than, we go to AC and don't do it. But if it's not greater than it, then we say, okay, here's where it's going to be turned off at offsets plus K. Remember, that is exactly H halfway away from I. Then it goes to the next I. Well, now the first time it goes around here, M is only 4. So it's going to go around here a lot of times. But each time m gets doubled. So that eventually m is going to be equal to trials. In which case we're going to end because it starts greater than trials. But what we need to know is that each time it goes around here, it writes half as many times. As we saw over here, 20, 10, 20, 20, 10, 20. But when it comes to 40, it's 40, and down here is 1040. And here's 40. And then here's 1040. Well, that's going to be the same for all of them. Here's 60. And we're going to have to look a while. Here's 1060 being taken out. And we're going to see 60 put in again and 1060 taken out. This is the gray code list. That is what's in offsets. It's going to tell the search routine exactly which one to bring in to the solution and which one to take out of the solution. And because we see how this works, it never can put the same one in the solution twice, because it always takes it out before it can put it in again. Because we saw here in the list, it adds it to the solution, it subtracts it from the solution. And all these values double each time because this is a binary method. That's why it doubles the space between them and makes the number of them half as many. Alright, this is the end of the Create the Gray Code Offsets list.